Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room this weekend. It feels like I have not been on here in forever. The only thing I posted last weekend was my Facebook Live video that I do at 3 o'clock on Sunday. With the holidays, I have gotten so busy with my family. This week, we had our office Christmas party, so please excuse me if I'm a little behind with visiting with you guys because of just getting kind of caught up in the holiday season. But, and I know that most everyone probably has their Christmas cards done. This weekend, though, I'm going to be focusing on this floral frames set. First, we're going to start out with a very simple card. Then we're going to get into some cutting out, and I'm going to show you on another card how to emboss with this foliage framelits dies that are absolutely beautiful. This month, if you order $25 in product from me, these are the 2 free card kits that you get in the mail. And I have fantastic news, guys. The card kits for November, I finally got my paper pumpkin, and my downlines. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. I am so sorry that that paper went on back order for so long, but they finally got mailed today. So I am so happy. I got the product on Friday. I mailed them today, Saturday. So that's awesome. But back to this. These are the 2 free card kits that you get. There's a link below to tell you how to receive these from me. Every month I change my design, and we go with different card kits. You get envelopes. Nothing is stamped, and I just ask for a $25 purchase from my online store at StampinInTheValley.com, and I send you 2 free card kits. So that's for this month in December. Now, let me move this aside. We have a few things to get, I want to tell you about. We have this new, I don't know if you guys love the Stamparatus. I love my Stamparatus. We're going to be using it with that card. We have a beautiful carrying case. Here's the number. I think I'm running out of ink though. 149695. It's $29. It has so many compartments. It's a beautiful case. If you don't have a Stamparatus and you want to order the Stamparatus and the case, the order number is 151961. That is $78. Just the case alone is $29. Of course, we have all of our wonderful Stamparatus accessories here. Grid paper, $149,621,650. Stamparatus plates, if you needed more of the hinged plates, $149,693, $15. You get 2 plates. You get 1 mat if you need another foam mat, $150,081. It's $3. Accessory pack, that includes the grid paper and a foam mat. Okay, if you wanted to just kind of bundle that together, $151,049. That's $24.50. And magnets are $12. $148,213. So that is something special, and I love the color of this. I don't really go outside my craft room. I don't do outside classes. I just do these online videos with you guys. I don't know if I'll be ordering this or not, but if you travel anywhere and have groups that you craft with, I think this is a great idea. The other thing Stampin' Up! Is doing is the cut and ready card base packs. These are only available from December 1st to December 31st. We have the winter pack here. The number is 152069. You get 25 card bases, guys, for $4.95. 25 card bases. Always Artichoke, Wild Wasabi, Island Indigo, Tempting Turquoise, and Soft Sky. They're calling that the winter pack. It's already cut and scored for you. That's how that comes. Now the Valentine pack, cut and ready card bases. Item number 152070. Again, this one has 24 card bases. And it's Wisteria Wonder, Elegant Eggplant, Rose Red, Pink Pirouette, $4.95. That is a fantastic buy. So these are card bases, and they are A2 size card bases. They are cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4.25 for you, already done in a pack. So if you are interested in that, I would appreciate your order at StampinInTheValley.com. And I'll be more than happy. If you guys have questions, please ask me. Now, we have the new, we'll just bring this in for prettiness. We have the new catalog coming out, the Occasions catalog. That also pairs with something called Celebration. And what that is if you order any kind of product, it doesn't have to be out of the Occasions catalog, it could be out of the annual catalog, but if you order $50 in product, in the Celebration catalog, you get to pick free items. So for every $50 increment, there are free items in another catalog that you will pick from. If you've been a customer of mine for over the past year, you are already going to get Occasions and Celebration catalog. If you have been a new customer of mine in the past month, I've got you on a list and I will mail you one from my home. I put my pre-order in because I'm a demonstrator. I am allowed to pre-order, and I've got a beautiful pre-order coming hopefully in about a week. I'm very excited about it. There's beautiful things in the Occasions catalog this year. One of them that is my absolute favorite is a tea set. So I'm very happy with that. Needless to say, if you have any questions about anything, just email me at joannemaddie@outlook.com. I'll be more than happy to get back with you about things, and we'll talk more about Celebration as the month goes on. It's a fantastic promotion, a great way to get free product. If you would like to have free product early, if you're done playing with Christmas, I would sure love for you to join my team. My team members and my Paper Pumpkin members get their card kits every month, no matter if they order or not from me. Of course, the team members don't order from me, but my Paper Pumpkin subscribers also, they get the free card kits every month from me. And again, I so apologize that the November kits are so late. They are, to me, they're a month late. I usually get everything out in the middle of the month to everybody, but the paper came in. I'm so happy with it. It's totally discontinued. You can't get it, and that is why I waited to mail it to you guys. Again, I apologize, but I wanted you to have some of this wonderful paper and be able to make, you know, even if you make cards now, put them away. If you're done with that, put them away, take them out next year, and you'll have them done. I love this little card kit with the Mrs. Santa. I love the Santa signpost. So that is one of my absolute faves that I won't be getting rid of. But I think we've covered everything. So let's talk about the dimensions real quick of this card. I've used a thick Whisper White card base. It's at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, so it will open like this. I've used my Flirty Flamingo here, absolutely love that, and my tufted embossing folder. This is a dynamic embossing folder. It's very thick, and always put your, or try to always put your embossing folder in your Big Shot with the spine end feeding in first, okay, because this is beveled right here, and it helps it go into the Big Shot better. Okay. So let's get back to this. The Flirty Flamingo that is embossed with that folder is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. I have a layer of Smoky Slate at 3 3/8 by 4 3/8, and a piece of Whisper White, regular Whisper White, not the thick, at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. This is a very simple card to do. We use some Stampin Blends. We're gonna use the Stamparatus in just a moment, and I'll be back and we'll put this card together. I've brought the Big Shot in, and I want to show you the sandwich that you need to make when you use a dynamic embossing folder. And here's that beveled edge. Here's where you feed into the Big Shot, and you want that edge to go in first as much as possible. I know sometimes we have to move the paper around, but just watch it when you do that, that you're, you know, like here, even on these plates, these edges are beveled to help to start to feed it into the Big Shot. I have my Big Shot platform. I have a clear acrylic plate. This is a dynamic embossing folder. You do not need to use the second plate. Okay, this is so thick. You do not need to use the second plate. So I just hold it here, I let it grab, and then I start to crank it through. Very, very simply. Very smooth, very nice. And that's that easy, just like that. And you get a beautiful piece embossed. Now, one other thing with these embossing folders, this line down here is just not to make that logo look nice, which it does, but it is to help you to line up your paper. Okay, so when I put the piece of paper in there, I line it up to that bottom right there, okay, on that line, and I know I'm straight, okay? That is fantastic. So they added that to some of the newer embossing folders. Just wanted to show you that. I'll be back in a moment and we'll do another step. Okay, so I'm finally back in the craft room. It was a very busy day. My grandson had 2 basketball games, his very first. He's just 7, and I don't dare miss one. And then we're preparing for this massive snowstorm, so they say we're getting Diego. So my daughter and I have been out doing a bunch of things, and now all of a sudden it's 10 o'clock at night. So I'm back in here, and that's the greatest thing about YouTube, is that I can come and go with doing the videos. So needless to say, the lighting might be a little bit different. Nothing happened, it's just that it's at night and very dark outside. Okay, so we want to put our Whisper White cardstock, which is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, here on the Stamparatus. We don't need any of the foam, okay, or any shims. We don't need any of this because we are on red rubber stamps. And I've shown this in other videos. It's always a good idea to put the little box underneath, because if you don't, this kind of goes down and you get like a little bounce in it. Okay, so if you just take your any stamping box and put it there, then you're good to go. So I kind of line this up over here on the grid, and we have talked about that wonderful bag for the Stamparatus at the beginning of this video. I think it's a fantastic product, even if you're just storing it and storing the grid paper, or, you know, any accessories with it. It's good. It'll keep everything really, really nice. Okay, so what we do is we put our paper down, and these magnets are so stiff, okay? I mean, like, they're really, really strong, I should say. So we want to take these. I have to slide that. Don't get them together, because if they smack together, they could really bite you. And I'm talking bite you, like they will snap your fingers, and they can break in half also. You've seen a lot of people put washi tape around them to lift them up. I don't do that. I just kind of leave it the way it is. I leave this here, and I've lined up on my grid. I love that we have a grid down here. I also love that small grid paper, but you can cut, if you have grid paper, you can cut it 7 by 7. It'll fit right in here. I want to take this, and let's say I want my large flowers on the top, and I don't want it straight up and down. I want it angled. So I put it on my paper where I want it. This is what is so fantastic about the Stamparatus. And I close it, and I pick it up. Any stamping positional device is so fantastic this way. But of course, I am partial to the Stamparatus because I like the hinge technique. We're going to be doing a lot of 2-step stamping with the new catalogs that are coming out. I've seen them. Being a demonstrator, I'm able to order early, and I am so happy about that. That tea set, oh my goodness, is just wonderful. So I inked this up with Memento black ink because we're going to be using some Stampin Blends. Now I come over here and I press this down. I'm going to lift it up. It's good, but it's not crisp. Okay, you see it right there? It's good, but it's not a crisp black. It's more of a lighter kind of tone, a grayish black. And don't press it down hard with your hand, because then you take this rubber and it spreads out a little bit and you get some blurring. So you'd rather it be light, especially if you're using a positioning device. So then I'm inking it up again because I already know I'm in perfect position. And I'm going to bring that over, and I'm going to gently press again. And I'm going to open this up. Now that is so much better. So much better. I have no bleeding with the black, and I really, really like that. I am going to go over it one more time. It could be just a little deeper. You know, like a really deep black. So I just have my Tuxedo Memento black ink is what it's called. And I press. Bring that up in there and just press that around. I'm not applying that much pressure. I'm just kind of lightly pushing on this, but really kind of rubbing it so that it adheres to every part of the paper that's already been stamped. Now that to me is perfect. Beautiful. Look at that. What a beautiful image. Wow, how much fun. This stamp set, we're going to be doing a lot with it this weekend. I know I'm late with my videos. I guess with the holidays, and last night I had the Christmas party with work. So I'm very sorry that they're kind of scattered out a little bit right now, but we'll get with it, no problem. Okay, I'm going to be back in a moment, and we're going to start to color these with our Stampin' Blends. This will be so much fun to color, guys. I love these flowers. I really don't know what they are. If somebody knows, I would love to... I would love myself to know what they are. I mean, are they cherry blossoms? Are they posies? I don't know what they are, but I like coloring them. So I've picked out a few Stampin' Blends here, basically pink and green, and a pool party, a light pool party for the middle right here. Okay, it doesn't matter. I do not get rid of any of my Stampin' Blends when they retire, or if they retire. I don't get rid of any of them. So when I look for my pink, I'm good with the pink pirouette. And I want to start to color my flowers. We're just going to do one big flower. I'm using, let me switch this out. I'm using first the light pink pirouette. You can use any pink. You could use any colors. It doesn't matter. I want to color the entire flower with this lighter color, this lighter shade first. The entire flower, okay? Right there. All right, very nice. Now, I am not an artist, guys, at all. Not at all am I an artist. But Stampin' Up is so wonderful. I'm now going to take the darker of the pink, and where these dark lines are on here, see these little dark lines right here? I'm going to just add a line of the darker color, like this. Like I said, I am not an artist. I just know that where those dark lines are is where some shading should go. I'm going back to the light, and this is how you really use these blends. You come in here and you pull that color with the lighter one down into the flower and just allow it to give it, you know, a little darker highlight around the edge of it, going into a lighter color in the middle of it. And it is that simple. It's just that simple. And there is that pretty, pretty flower. Now, what I did with the leaves, I just used a light old olive, and I used the point tip because these are skinny, okay? And we just want to, I didn't even shade these. They don't even really even need it. It just looks fantastic. I love pink and green. I don't know, everybody has their favorite color combos. I happen to love pink and green. I think it's very springy. I don't know. So then we come out like that. I'm going to use this is a light rich raspberry. And again, I'm going to use the point tip. And I'm going to just, in these little berries, kind of, or this little shoot out here, I didn't want it to be green. I wanted a little bit of a darker color so that it would accent that pink. And I'm just doing a dot in here. Just dotting these because the alcohol will bleed out just a little bit, and it comes out perfect in there. Gives it just that little bit of an accent. Now, what I do have here is this white marker. This is a color lifter. If I had went outside the lines, I would have, this is almost, it doesn't really erase it. It pushes it back into where you need it. So I would have used that. Now the inside, I'm using a light pool party right here. And this time I will use the brush tip. And what I did with this is I just came inside just outlined this entire area All right, off camera I'm going to finish the rest of it and then we'll put the card together. And then I just colored every bit of the inside of this. And then we'll bring the Stamparatus back in and stamp that hello very nicely. And I just kind of colored around, and I'll finish that off camera. But you can kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to accomplish there. The pink and the green and the pool party, I love that. And a little bit of rich raspberry, just to darken it, just a little bit. All right, back in a moment. When this is done, we'll start to put the card together. Okay, I've completed all of the coloring. Isn't that beautiful? How pretty is that? I love that. Look at this with the Flirty Flamingo. I want you to see how the white does not separate from the Flirty Flamingo. That's why I added the piece of Smoky Slate. You really want this to allow that to hold it off just a little bit. That's why it's just 1/8 of an inch bigger. So what we want to do now is place this back in the Stamparatus. And we're going to stamp our hello. Oh, got to take my stuff out. There we go. And we want right down on this because of the red rubber. And this is so nice because you can line it up. You're on the grid. Love that. Wow, those are some magnets. All right, now you take your hello and place it where you want it. I want it right in the center, just there. I bring my door over, I pick it up. Now I want to look over here. Is my hello straight? I have grid here. No, it's not. It's angled up. I want to go ahead and keep it in that same vicinity, but then just straighten it up, watching my grid that is on. I think you can see that right there. That is already on. It's kind of like etched into it. All right, now we'll just close it again. We are in perfect position. Let's make sure that hello is straight over here. Hold it up a little bit. Let me just look at it. I believe we're okay. We're going to go for it. We're going to bring it over. And I'm just trying to see if I think it's straight. I think this edge needs to come up just a hair. Just a smidge. Yes, I like that better. Okay. All right, now, again with our black, that's what I used. You could do anything you want. And we're going to bring this over. And again, it's not, oh, that is perfect. Look at that font on that E, how that E curls in. I love that. Again, it is just slightly, can be just a little crisper with that black, which is so wonderful. You could never do this with a clear block. This, you know, takes the place of a block. Then bring this over. And that is so much better. Absolutely so much better. You can see that. How beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I'm so glad I moved that, just that smidge. Sometimes it makes a big difference. So we'll close this up. And I'll get this out of here. Oh, how pretty that came. I love pink and green. Right now it is raining ice outside. We are getting ready. So my daughter thought that we would possibly lose the power. So we decided to go and get some kerosene heaters, get the kerosene, fill them up. We decided to go out to lunch this afternoon, and by the time I came back, I was just so tired. So I laid down for a little bit, and now here I am crafting at 10 o'clock at night. Now we're going to place this on here. Isn't that wonderful, though? You could craft whenever you want. Let me get some Tombow. I want to use a liquid glue because this is so embossed. Whenever you have raised surfaces, guys, use your Tombow. It's extremely, you could use Tombow all the time, basically, but it's extremely inexpensive. I opened this at the beginning of, definitely, it was already open at the beginning of the Christmas season, and I am still using it. So very, very inexpensive product. Goes a long way. Of course, I have to use my snail. Now I want to get that nice and even, and I want to press this all around those edges. That is just such a soft effect. Isn't that pretty? Just a real soft effect. I've seen people put pearls on every single one of these, and it is absolutely stunning. Let me move that aside. I'm going to bring in our smoky slate, and this can be attached to that with snail. No problem on that. Fun card today, guys. Very pretty, very fun. And now right here we have that skinny, skinny, skinny border around. And it's just there to absolutely lift this, just like that. And we're going to attach it there. With this, I want to use my tape. You've seen me use this before. I get it in the at Walmart where the stationery is. And I get rolls of it. Something like this, and because this is embossed, I wanted just a little heavier tape on it. So just kind of add this. Of course, you could dimensional, you know, the back of it like crazy. Also, this will just save time. And then I just put one here because I don't want that to sink. And that one does not have to be as big as these, right? You just, you know, over time, if somebody keeps your card, or you keep your cards and, you know, sell them at craft fairs or something like that, it's good to support the center. So now I want this just tilted a little bit. I don't want it straight up and down. I'm using this corner right here and this corner right here to help me, and right there. Perfect. Now we're going to bring in some rhinestones. How much fun is that? Let's see, what did we do with this card? This card, I put them all on the outside, but I really think that the flowers need a little help. So I wanted to definitely put them, in some of them, inside the flowers this time. And I like that, definitely. Beautiful. Let's put larger ones in the top. And 3 up here. Oh, I like the bigger ones better. Don't you? I like the larger ones. We would put a little one there. Let's see. Mix and match. Mix it up. Okay, I like that. This is too big for that, that's for sure. Let's lift that. I'm going to put that right here. And I want a small one there. Nice. Oh, I like that. Do you see what I've done there? Just kind of mixed and matched those rhinestones with larger and small. I'm going to add a large here. I'm going to take that small off of there. And I'm going to put that one up here. And then I want to put a large one in that one. Oh, I love that. I'm going to put a large one here too. Because see, I'm seeing the black. So I'm like, okay, let me just cover that. And I really don't want to. Okay. Oh, that is so cute. And then 3 out there. I love that. Let's bring that other card in. Let's fix those flowers. I really want to fix that. Okay. So we decided large ones at the bottom. So this one will just have more rhinestones on it, right? Let's move this little one. No, maybe not. If we're committed, we're committed. We're good. The more rhinestones, the better, right? Then we want 2 little ones here. Yeah. And then a larger one here. I'm all about it today. I love that. So one has just more rhinestones than the other. I might even add some here. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it. Leave them just a little bit different. The same, but just a little different. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we want to get our Flirty Flamingo and our flower stamp right here. And this has a this is the 3. It has a 2 and a 3 right here. And it also has framelits to cut them out. I want to bring in an envelope, a Whisper White envelope. Going to open this Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to stamp, let's see, this one is done. Okay. I'm going to stamp this. 3 flowers, one in the corner, just like that. Flip it, stamp the back, open your card. This took all of like 10 seconds to do, but it's a very, I don't know, it looks pretty. You know, when people look at your handmade cards, if you have the envelopes done and the inside done, and maybe we could add a little sentiment here a little later, something like that. Beautiful. We are done with this card. I will be back, and we are going in another video, and we are going to do some embossing with the beautiful framelits that come with this. Look at how pretty. Isn't that fun? I love that hello. Thank you so much for watching. Go to stampinginthevalley.com. Click on the big blue button where you can order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Products. I'll be back again, and we're going to use some framelits.